Okay. Well, we're starting. Welcome back to the channel. My issues are my issues, and I will try and fix them. But yeah, apologies if you were joining in onto one of the other streams that were there. Had an issue with my go live button. Therefore, I went live, and then it wasn't live because it ended, because the go live button ended it, despite the fact that yeah. So yeah, I've got that tough cookie to figure out, and we will. I'm gonna have to dive into my Stream Deck settings, but we're back. We're on another Assassin's Creed stream, and we're looking at today. We want to talk about the next iteration of Assassin's Creed. Basically, what's next? What's coming? It's like walk around in the dark of night in feudal Japan. But yeah, so the next game got a codename Hexe. Let me refresh it. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. So the next one's called Codename Hexe, and it was revealed in the Ubisoft Forward showcase in 2022. Whilst we talk, I'm gonna be doing things, alright? We're gonna be pittering, pattering about, going to places, to and from, you know? Mission wise, I've done a fair bit, you know? But what I'm trying to do at the minute is like work my way through areas. So we've done Ego, we've done Omi, and we've done Izumi, and now I'm just double checking here, because essentially I got this. That's the badger. I basically use my Helix points to purchase the legendary chest map. So now in some areas that I've already sort of fully looked at and discovered. Where am I? Where am I? Is this all Yamashiro? What's that? That's Yamashiro, right? What's that? Oh, Yamato. Yeah, we ain't gone into Yamato yet. Yamato's not our but that is. So we need to hit that up. I don't think it highlights the area enough. Like, you can barely tell. So yeah, I'm looking for the little chests basically. So we've got a chest. I did see the chest. Where was the chest? There. We're gonna head to that chest. I wish you could open your little guide map in the map so I can see where it's taking me. But yeah, so in 2022 they announced the sort of next iteration of the game. It's going to be called Hexe. Where on earth is the horse? I've just called it. I heard it. Can't see it. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Oh, you're hidden. It looks like a tree. But once we follow this path, I can divulge some of the information that I've figured out. But yeah, back in 2022, we had a Ubisoft Forward showcase, and it was a short teaser trailer only. It showed a creepy assassin insignia made of twigs, Blair Witch style, hanging in a dark forest. Tonally, that is very, very different. Like, we've not really come across anything like that so far. I'm just gonna put I've got some BG music going on. I don't know if it's a vibe or not. You're gonna have to let me know if it's a vibe, because I can just turn the BG music up and we can you know, rock out as we are. But the sound, yeah, we'll pause it. We'll put that on pause and we'll rock out with the sound of a horse and my not so soothing voice. But yeah, tonally, you know, witchy vibes. Very different. But how is that going to play out if we're going down that route? But I'm going to get into it. We're going to get into it. But Ubisoft exec Mark Alexis Cote. I don't know how you say his last name. It's spelled Cote, like as in, if you're from the UK, you'll know what the Cote Brasserie is, or Cote Brasserie. I'm not entirely sure. It's French, obviously, isn't it? So yeah. So he's got a French last name, but Mark, we'll call him Mark Alexis. Called it a very different type of Assassin's Creed game. So, yeah. Like, in my head, straight away, I've got negative thoughts in regards to this. Because I'm just thinking, like, why are we going witchy? Is there going to be... We're not going to have magic and stuff, are we? Like, I'm really hoping that, like, we're going to be... We're still going to be... Yeah, I can't picture it. Are we... Is there going to be a dart gun? Are we going to be shooting people with darts and putting them to sleep? Is it going to be more about... I can imagine it being more about stealth. Right off the top of my head, just my first initial thoughts, like, looking at this information. Right, it's going to be, you know, poisons and potions, right? That's what I can think. You think witch, you think poisons and potions, right? I can't think of any other... I can't think of anything else to do that. No, I should have just gone over the bridge. Oh, do we climb the Buddha? Oh, let's climb the Buddha. Can I climb the Buddha? Oh, no. Computer says no. Can I climb the wall? No. Oh, they'll be back. There'll be a way around the... Get out the way, you damn tree. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there is a way up. I always look for the difficult path first, you know? There's always a simpler route. Just take the simple route. What are you doing? Climb. Now, eh? Climb. And now I've got to go down again. Ooh, not off the edge. There we go. Legendary chest. And what have we got? A legendary Teppo from that. And now we fall to our doom. Ah. I've got that little ability where I don't lose health from large drops. Horse! Horse! No, it's going to get stuck on the bridge now. Okay. Because our next location is all the way down south, right? See, because I wouldn't mind riding through this bit here. Just to unlock it, just so, you know, just so we've got a sense of place. Let's go there. Oh, young steed. So, yeah, I don't know what to think of it. I'm just having a quick look because we are in Yamashiro, and I want to see what passive mission I've got here. What have we got to kill? Bandits. So I don't need to fight that Ronin. We can just forget about it. We can forget he exists. We can move onwards. But yeah. Tonally, it's already sounding very different, and it actually brings me back to the New Orleans one. Is it Liberty or Libertine? Something like that. Where you play, well, I think her name was Aveline, and it wasn't a full released game, if you know what I mean. It was more of a... I can't remember if it was a DLC. Basically, it was like a small side game. Which I think initially came to like a small device. Not sure if it was like the PS Plus or something like that. I really don't remember off the top of my head. I'd need to look into that. But I didn't research that today. I researched what Hexe might be. So then what we've got now, so the reliable leaker Tom Henderson, known to most people who are interested in game news, Tom Henderson is the man to... He's like the Fabrizio Romano of the gaming industry. And if you don't know who Fabrizio Romano is, and you're a gamer, Tom Henderson is the... Fabrizio Romano is the Tom Henderson of the football industry. And he's the guy to follow if you want to know about football transfer news, contracts, stuff like that. And Tom Henderson, likely, is also the guy you follow for gaming news, and he has heard that it's going to be set during the European witch hunts, late 16th century. Hello. Right, where is it in here then? Let me find this. Oh no, I'm not finding it there, am I? I just wanted to unlock the area. We are, though, however, coming all the way over to, like, Little Leaf. We're going to that legendary chest right there. Or are we? Yeah, we'll go there, then we'll go to that other bit. I don't know why I'm faffing around in here. Yeah, horse. Come on, horse. Pick me up. Okay, we'll let the horse do his business. So the European witch hunts of the late 16th century, which is, you can only imagine, is going to be roughly Central Europe, Germany. The Holy Roman Empire was full of paranoia and superstition around this point. And there was a lot of political tension. So there's definitely, you know, a storyline to go in there. And you can only imagine that these witch hunts are, you know, Templars turning the people of Central Europe against the Creed. And is it going to be a Creed? You'd assume it was. You'd assume it's a coven of witches. A female. It's obviously, by the sounds of things, for witches, it's going to be a sort of female-led game again. So potentially, now the ally. I can't remember her name. The ally with the poison. Can I look at my allies from here? I don't think I can. I can from this though. This one, the top one here on the Y button. She's our ally. I can't remember her name. Oh, I can look. I can go on my codex. The database, right? And it would be allies. There we go. Nobuki. Oni Yuri. Warp sense of justice. Every perceived slight was answered with vindictiveness. You know, you can imagine it's going to be someone like her. Someone who's got the tricks to, knows all the flowers to use for poisons and whatnot. So yeah, that's sort of what I see. I'm gonna see a coven of a Creed, essentially. That's what I'm picturing. If the rumors are true, that is. And obviously that changes the vibe, doesn't it? This, to me, now sounds like it's gonna be. And if you look at, you know, previous histories, depictions of the witch era, you're looking at like Halloween-y sort of more horror stuff, Blair Witch Projects. You've got the Blair Witch story, stuff like Van Helsing and Frankenstein, and this is my vibe. This is what I'm thinking. I genuinely won't be surprised if you see some sort of stories to do with werewolves or that Germanic lore from back in the day. So like, you know, I'm thinking like Witcher kind of stuff, and in fact I'm now totally changing my mindset and thinking, is it going to be a bit more in line with The Witcher, possibly? Who knows? But yeah, I'm expecting more of a horror thriller vibe from it, more psychological and maybe less heroic. I don't see it. Yeah, it really depends how they're going to twist that story. I don't see the characters being a classic assassin in a hood. Obviously there'll be. You may be a little bit more reminiscent of Yasuke, where you wear more of a traditional, so like Yasuke can wear. Doesn't really have a hood. Like he has the shinobi sort of balaclava, and he has samurai masks and the Ronin farmer hat, but he doesn't really wear a hood. And are they going to come away from the hood? Are you going to be wearing witch hats? Are you going to be hats? I imagine there may also be a hood and some form of a face covering. Might be, yeah, we might possibly be the reason in the game that people believe in witches because of how we approach the gameplay. You know, because we might be a lot more highly skilled in poisons and potions than, say, the generic public in this. And if we're looking at witch hunts, and the only thing I can possibly see is you've got to be stealth from everyone. Like, were there witch sympathizers back in the day then? I've got absolutely no idea if there were. It's a part of history I don't really know much about. But I can only think that it's going to have a lot of the Witcher influence through it. So yeah, further leaks, we'll get onto it. Main character, it will be a female, witch assassin. Leaks suggest the protagonist is a female accused of witchcraft. Her powers may be rooted in science and assassin trickery, hallucinations, poisons and tools, but villagers think she's a supernatural threat. Precisely, that's exactly what I thought. And again, it still sounds very witchery, doesn't it? It sounds very much like The Witcher. You know, obviously abilities in this game particularly as well are a major strong point. And is there going to be abilities in the next one where you drink a potion that gives you 15 seconds of stronger abilities essentially? So is that then essentially going to turn you, like, it's just giving me the idea of this and it being called Hexe, and the fact that it is called Hexe tells you a lot, really, doesn't it? Because Hexe is a witch thing. It's giving me strong Witcher vibes. And another sneaky little rumour in here is it's going to have a slightly more linear gameplay. Potentially similar gameplay to Dishonored or Hexen, more stealthy and a magical feeling. Smaller, denser, less Ubisoft bloat. Insiders say Hexe will not be open world in the traditional sense. Possibly more hub-based or linear-focused on atmosphere and storytelling, which is what some people have asked for. More storytelled narrative, more linear narrative. Some people don't quite like the open world. A lot of people haven't liked the game since Black Flag, but Black Flag was open world, so I don't know what they're on about. You know, you could go wherever on Black Flag. You could sail to the Four Corners and take your time and do what you want. You could have done that on most of the games, to be honest. Other than maybe two. The original and the first couple, maybe. But even still, it was, you know, some of the land was a bit open world. You didn't have to go straight into the narrative. You could go about, explore your town, do bits and bobs. So I don't think it will the game will ever go straight back to the original game, which was really, really quite story-led, narrative-led. Ubisoft are reportedly experimenting with structure within this game. I think Assassin's Creed meets Silent Hill meets Dishonored. Dark forests, foggy villages, and secrets behind every candlelit door. I do imagine there to be some really good lighting throughout the new game. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Really cool atmosphere. Like, the atmosphere in this game is really good, and I'm hoping that they do stick with this changing of the seasons thing. I've really enjoyed the changing of the seasons and just seeing the game in a different sort of atmosphere all the time. You know, changing to the snowy season, and you've got autumn, and you've got so many different fascinating colours. Then it's spring, and you've got all the flowers and butterflies. And right now, we're in the midst of a rainstorm, and it's a bit dreary. I imagine the gameplay for a more horror-based, darker Assassin's Creed would probably be a little bit more reminiscent of what we're seeing currently. And again, that's sort of swapped in with The Witcher a bit more, doesn't it? See, and a lot of the rumours I've read as well, I've not really seen any correlation to The Witcher, and is that just because they forgot about The Witcher? Because for me, when you're looking at witchcraft and hexes and stuff like that, I instantly think of The Witcher. Part of the Assassin's Creed Infinity. Hexe is launching under Infinity, Ubisoft's upcoming live service platform hub for the franchise. Okay. Interesting. It's not a game, it's a launcher. A central hub that ties future AC titles together. Expect shared systems, long-term content support, and maybe cross-game progression. Cross-game progression? Well, I have no idea how that's going to work. Unless there's some sort of multiplayer thing coming into it. In which case... It's not... I don't even see how a Battle Royale would work for a game like this. I really don't. I'm lost in the sauce with that. But you've basically got that with this game. So when you boot up this game, it's got all the other games on the main launcher, and you can scroll through, and it's got a bit of a blur about that game, and then it's got some more information. But yeah. So what isn't confirmed yet, but is hard rumoured? Witch trial executions, survival stealth. Survival stealth? Likely. Escape from mobs, stealth in the shadows. So you're not gonna be able to, by the sounds of that, you're not gonna be able to Yasuke through everything. You're gonna have to really rely on stealth, stay hidden, and when you're discovered, hide and hide even more. Survival stealth, and if you're caught, you just get hung up. Is that it? You get caught and hung. That's crazy if you do. Ooh, don't fall off the rock. No traditional assassin brotherhood. You may be an outsider rather than part of the creed. No traditional, but I would say that this is also isn't a traditional creed, and that you're sort of basically playing as an outsider. Mao is an outsider. Her creed was killed at the start, and she wasn't really inducted into that creed. And what you're left with is her essentially building her own creed, collecting her own followers, and they're not even following the creed. She doesn't know what the creed is yet. So that's rumoured, but I'm not entirely sure that that's the right interpretation that I'm reading. I feel like that person's got the wrong interpretation from it. Possible. So, possible rumour. Magic hallucination mechanics. Where am I? The Samaru Shrine, and we need to now head to this. Because this is something we are yet to uncover. So, poisons, illusions, maybe even pseudo spells. Oh no. Not a fan of that. And we're looking at a 2026 release date. Expected to follow 1 to 2 years, between 1 and 2 years of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Which is about right. They did say they were going to be releasing the game biannually. So, Hexe could be the first Assassin's Creed game that feels like a horror title. Are we actually ready for that kind of shift? Like, I really want to know what your thoughts are in the comments in regards to that. A more horror-based Assassin's Creed. That's... You know, do we play Assassin's Creed for horror content? I don't think we do. Let me deal with this chump. Oh my days, get wrecked, bro. You got absolutely wrecked. Ronan. Should have stayed with a gang, buddy. Right. Where's the horse gone? Mr. Schneebly. Alice. Where's the horse? Not. We'll do this. You can catch up. There we go. So yeah, but at the same time, that you know, there might not be, you know, a lot of people are rumoring it to have this sort of horror style based off the teaser trailer, which showed a Blair Witch style Assassin's Creed icon. So you would think that, but and that's mostly because it's been associated with that film, that kind of what's the word for that? Picture? Yeah, well, I'm gonna associate it as a picture. Cinematography, I guess. I don't think it's cinematography. That kind of picture, and it's that look of. But it's not. That for me, essentially, it could just be very I think because a lot of people grew up with Blair Witch, and Blair Witch was like an icon of its time. It was different, it innovated. Ooh, hello. The claim of the song for my own. Look out at the land. So yeah, I sort of like I think it was a thing of its time. You know, I think because of what the Blair Witch Project was to people who grew up and watched it at that point in time, then maybe their idea of what that is has changed. So they just think, okay, Blair Witch Project, but really it might have actually just been a really common thing to have done back in the late 16th century. And maybe it was a key indicator for... Oh gosh, what would they have been called? People running around, mobs with pitchforks. Maybe there were key indicators to them, you know, or where witches were, or they were just warnings to stay away from areas. But I think maybe for my generation of people, we grew up and we saw Blair Witch Project, and so would it be iconography? I'm not entirely sure of the words, but our vision of that is associated with Blair Witch Project. So are they then just assuming that this is going to be horror, when in reality it could probably just be more along the lines of The Witcher, which isn't a bad move, but it is a bad move because we've got The Witcher for that. We don't need Assassin's Creed for that. We need Assassin's Creed for Assassin's Creed. So are they taking the wrong step? I think they might be. Would a more linear game style, which is rumoured, would that work? But do we need the open world exploration? I personally like the open world exploration. I like what I'm doing right now. I like to be able to dilly-dally and move around and talk with you and just, you know, ride the horse to places that I haven't quite discovered, or, you know, chests that I need to collect. You know? And you think the more linear games were the earlier titles, and they were great games. But were they that linear? I don't think they were that linear. Was there any chests in Izumi that I needed to collect? Well, that is the next checkaroonie. So let's just scour the border for this Izumi. See if we can find a chest that I've not quite locked yet. Right, no, there we go. Keep going around, keep going around. Nothing on the borders. Anything central? Probably not. Okay, right, we're done with that then. Yamashiro, Omi, Izumi, and Iga. All done. So the question is, what do we do next? Got one more corrupt Dakin, and he's in Wakasa. And we've also got some more students. Again, one in Wakasa. What have we got here in the Yokai? Bamba. Where's Naoe's last? In Yamato. Why have I started? I've sort of started in Yamato. So maybe we come back here. Yeah, that's what I think we do. I reckon we come back here. Start here, box off this corner. We've got a legendary chest there as well. Bonus, yeah, this is what we're doing. Then we're going here. We're going to go to that question mark, and then we'll go hit the legendary chest. Yeah, I don't know. Is Hexe what Assassin's Creed needs to stay fresh? Or are they just going too far from the formula? I guess we're not really going to know until we see some gameplay, but I do want to know what your thoughts are. Because these initial rumours and conceptions, I don't know, they're baffling me. I think it's too much, personally. That is a steep dive. No achievement for that. I got some crops and wood, though. Well, I've already collected them. Right then. Horse. I've got a feeling. Is it that there? Why am I being attacked by a bird? I was being attacked by a bird then, right? What have I got to do in Yamato? Oh, I haven't unlocked any of Yamato yet in terms of... I'm pretty sure I haven't. In terms of... having to kill certain things. Yeah, I just don't know what to think. Are they taking the right step? I think it'd be a mistake to make the game too witchery. I think they should really, if they're going to do it, lean into the stealth gameplay of it. They really need to work out a good story if it's going to be more narrative led. Like, we can't just have a bullcrap story. And I don't know how I feel about the loss of there being open world. Okay, well, we need... I could just change the Yasuke. Let's just change the Yasuke and do it. It's not going to be a long vid today, guys. It's going to be a shorter one. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put the Punisher armor on. The baddest samurai in all of town. Yeah, and then I sort of really liked what they did with Yasuke. I know a lot of people have kicked off about it. But you're playing the game wrong, my friend. You're playing the game wrong. Right? Yasuke isn't supposed to be a stealth assassin. He's an absolute monster. He's a brute force legend, right? If you want to stealth about, you play as Naoe. If you want to go in guns blazing and just absolutely beat the crap out of him, you go in with Yasuke. Simple as.
それほどの敵に挑むならば、敵よりも恐ろしい鬼神のごとき武器を振るわねばならんだろう。この鬼の小島が教えてやろう。
Okay. We're using the Kanovo. Oh, I missed it. I was not paying attention. And this is a long one as well. Oh, fuck, I missed it again. This one's coming across quick. Caught me off then because he was using two of my normal buttons for it. The kata with a Kanobo. I need to, what? There's no way I missed that last one. As I say, I need to concentrate because this one's coming thick and fast. I'm not ready for it. Bosh, 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 bosh. Oh my days! You've got to hit that last one super quick. Yeah, brother. Bosh. 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 Frickety fracks. I hate my life. Oh my day. What a day. Gotcha.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
I wasn't ready again. It's going off without me. Two down. Hexe. Oh, you're joking me. Oh, they're coming well quick. Okay, this is actually a tough one. Right. Shizzle. What's left? So I've got an idea. Okay, this is just the one we missed. Just the one.
Wow.
Shit, wrong button. Right, start again.
No! God, please, no!
Missed it again. Oh, it was a close one. No way. No way. What? No way. I've got no idea what's going on with this. It's not working. It's broke. This thing's crap. Fuck you. No way. We almost got there as well. We had 4 more. Oh, I hate katas. It's so boring. Fuck. I didn't miss that second to last one either. That is bollocks. Oh, fuck off. Yes!
I'll see you motherfuckers at the dance.
Oh, there's one more. There's no way I missed that. No way I missed it. Bullshit. What?
Wait a minute.
That come at me thick and fast. Stop shaking your head. Yes, gay. Oh, piss off. This is so annoying. Yeah, how'd you like that?
Lick, lick, lick my balls.
We completed the kata. But What is left to explore? Nothing. We go to the legendary chest. That also reminds me, I do have new stuff in the inventory, right? We've got 2 Canobos, the Rage of Red Mist, and the Venom Pillar. We also got a Teppo. A brand new Teppo. Kill enemies below 25% on headshot. I like the sound of that. Let's equip the new one. Oh, no, new. Wrong area. Right, we're going to equip the new one. And do I have any mastery points to use? I've got 3. Let's look at this. No, we're full on that. We're full on Katana. But we are... No, we're currently using the Teppo. Let's look at Teppo then. What can we spend where? We can do this up. Reload speed by 9%. Or... Oh, maximum capacity for ammo. Let's do the reload speed. Done then, innit? Done and out, it's out of the way. And off we go. On to our next adventure. Yeah, so guys, honestly, put down in the comments what you think. If there's anything I've missed, if there's anything you've heard about the next Assassin's Creed title or any other rumours, you know, drop them in the comments. And I can bring it up on the next Assassin's Creed stream. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's going to be, you know, a horror style game, or do you think it's going to be more in line with something like The Witcher? I don't have to kill anyone, do I, specifically? So, not to worry about those guys. You know, did you want to see Central Europe around the 16th century? Is that something you wanted to see from an Assassin's Creed title, or were you hoping for something, you know, more? I know, I was talking to a couple of friends of mine, and they wanted to see a bit more of an expansion on some stuff we've already seen. So, the Southern American part that you sort of saw parts of during Black Flag. So what would that be? The Mesoamerican area, I believe. I think it might have been that. Would you like to see something more along the lines of that? Maybe something that went more, you know, took us back to Desmond and the original bloodline. Personally, for myself, I think something like ancient China would be really cool to explore. I think that would be awesome because there's all sorts of lore there, but maybe the lore's too big. But again, we're looking at feudal Japan, so why wouldn't you also look at ancient China, the Great Wall? You know, there's so many temples that they can work from. I think another cool thing that you could look at is Mongolia, and you could go all the way back to, say, the likes of Genghis Khan. So there's still some really cool areas that they could look at, I think, anyway, that I think are worth a squirt, that are worth exploring and highlighting, because there's also a lot of history in these areas that I imagine people don't really know much about. Like, we don't really study, well, in the UK anyway, you don't study anything around, like you hear of and you see things of the Great Wall of China, but it's not something we study. You know, we study ancient Egypt, dinosaurs. Why have you gone there? Why is it not highlighting for me? I feel like I'm just headed in the wrong direction, and I've now lost my spot. There we go. How oblivious are you? You don't want the smoke, buddy. One shot. Ah, trinket. And then a load of stuff to get rid of. So what do we want to do now? Do we want to head there? I think we do. We also need to find the horse. The horse isn't coming to me. There we go. Ah, the quicker route. Yeah, so is there any other suggestions that you have? Is there anything that you thought might make cool? A cool area. Like, I don't think they'll ever go back too far. Like, do you know what I mean? That we're never going to end up in, like, a Jurassic era. You could end up... No. It's too far gone. You won't end up in, like, some form of prehistoric era where you're a Neanderthal. Although that would be cool, I just think that possibly would need to be a different game title. Just a totally different game altogether. But it does make sense, right? Hexe. Hexe and the witch hunts. Is it going to be some sort of like Frankenstein lore in there? And nods to that kind of stuff? That kind of history and lore, maybe? Is there going to be nods to that ancient mythology that The Witcher almost goes off? Because Poland is on the German border, right? So it does all intertwine, some of that lore. That Slavic lore. Slavic mythology. Okay, viewpoint found. What a great tree. That tree would have blown over in the UK. Blown over into a road. So my last 3 streams as well, by the way, have been Assassin's Creed streams. But I think we'll knock out another Doom video this week. Maybe on Wednesday we'll play some Doom. Tomorrow, me and Skiggy are playing a new game. We're going to be playing Rematch, so if you've not seen anything to do with that yet, it's a new game that's just come to GamePass. So we will look at that. So make sure you stop by the stream tomorrow. When we play with Skiggy, we play a bit earlier because obviously he's on a different time code being Australian. So we try and find times that suit us, essentially. Which is normally his night, my morning. But fortunately, that time code doesn't allow for the Americans to join, so there'll be no Elmo for it, fortunately. Cannot join us. We've got some other games to look at soon as well. Going to be diving into some more Game Pass stuff. I just really want to get this game completed. So as much as I wanted to stream something else today, I also really want to get this game done. Done and completed. But I also, which is why I played it on stream today. I don't normally always play this on stream. I try and play other things. Who the frick are you, bro?
どうか命だけは。
何？命など取らぬ。
わしは玄白。誠の山伏じゃ。そなたあの語りに会うたことがないのか。
語りとな。それがしの仲間の直江がお主の兄を知っておるぞ。
吉春を。
さよう。伊賀でお主の話を聞いたと。
吉春は気が短い。それがここに来るよう言うてくれたのか。兄は息災か。
孫ともども息災だ。なれど。道中で山伏を語る者に襲われたと聞いておる。
にわかに人殺しの僧の噂をあちこちで聞くようになった。誠の山伏は欲を禁じさすらう者。俗世の楽しみを捨て木々や獣と深くつながる。それが修行なのじゃ。修行を終えた山伏は悪霊を払い人を癒す神通力を得る。
つまり語りはお主らの名を汚すだけでなく他の者らにも害をなすのだな。
偽物も我らと同じ包囲をまとっておる。見た目に油断した罪なき者を襲うのじゃ。
Okay, so this is gonna be my
我らの山に平穏を取り戻さねばならぬ。
kill 25, kill 50, kill 100 of.
誠の山伏が安心できるよう残りも探してみよう。
ありがたい。あのような者らが
Here we go.
山伏を装って害と苦しみを広めるなど。
So this is gonna be a
許しては
passive
なら
mission.
ぬ。
Let me have a look. There we go, objectives. And there's going to be a passive mission for Yamato. Or is it? Oh, it's not. Okay. So this is a full mission. The valley. Don't remember killing all these. The pond. Mountain. And whoever this is, what's this? Why have we let him go? Okay. He's in key. Key. Ah, investigate. Stalks travelers in Yamato. The forest. That's a key. So a lot of these guys are in key. Oh, here we go. We've got one in the Teki Pass. We will take you out, my friend. They might actually highlight that as well. Because that takes us back to somewhere we've already been. What's this then? Okay, well that's close. Well, I'll go do that then. Come horse. This mission is for samurai. Is there a shrine? I need a shrine to pray to. Give her a cheeky little upgrade. That's down there. Get out of the way. Ah, hello. Is he pretending to be dead? Was he actually dead?
You can't park in a disabled bay, you spastic.
Well, what do we do now? Investigate the body? Now what? They've put it very central as well. Not that one. Not that one. So what we're saying? What we're saying? Stork's Travelers in Yamato can be found in central Yoshino. Hunts upstream in Miratai Valley. Well, let's just scout here then. Hello, sir. That's our mission. Here's the man that we are going for. Oh, I just broke the fence.
Wow.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a swell time tonight.
Absolutely violate this man. He's not going to know what hit him. Except he will, because it will be a sword of the samurai kind. Where are you hiding? There you are. Right, let's run this bit, let's run this bit. And once he's in sight, I'm just going to slowly walk. Oh, yeah, we'll run to the shrine and then slow walk. Ah, look at you practicing your crappy skills. You, sir, have met your match. Doesn't even know I'm here. Over Yamabushi. How dare you? Lay a hand on me. Some of that, you frickin' idiot. Leave you to your mission then. How about you get wrecked? Not today, fool. Stand over the body of the weak.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
A suspicious mountain monk who wore the robes of Yamabushi but walked with the gait of a hardened warrior. Hardened warrior, more like a loser. It's too easy. Ooh, easy. He's giving me a crap bow. Not crap, but it's not great. Mastery. We can now do some more for the Teppo. We can increase maximum capacity for all ammo. What else we got? We got what we got here. Post Corpus now has 25% armor piercing. Oh, a new bullet type. Bleed. We'll go with this. We'll go with the ability thing. No, do you know what? I'm not going to go with the ability thing. I don't really use the abilities with the gun. We'll go for the bullet type. Well, that don't count anymore because I got rid of it. Oh no, I didn't. Concussion bullet. Cool. What are we up to? 15, 12. So, I'm going to go back. Can I not pick that sword up? Shame. We'll head back. And we're going to play as now A and do that path. Because Because that path, if I look, yeah. Shouldn't take too long and would nicely lead us. We've had a bit of chat today. We've spoke a bit about what's coming next for Assassin's Creed, the rumours and stuff like that. But we've only really done the one mission, which was that one. We've discovered a few spots on the way. You know, we've had a bit of a map exploration and a chill. Spoke about the future of Assassin's Creed. And the future is skeptical, to say the least. I don't know if I like the major changes that are being rumoured. Don't know if I'm a fan. I think they've done a really good job with this game. I think they were back on track. My personal thoughts is that Assassin's Creed's back. And people moaning about playing Yasuke need to get a grip. We don't like wokery in gaming. Oh, no. Woo, 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 woo. No way. No way or no way? No way. But anyway, I digress. The future of gaming is bright. The future of gaming is orange. Where am I going? Oh. Oh, that's not up. Whee! And over, through, and over. And is it up or is it across? It's across. Okay. And this, once we get this chest, it's going to nicely lead us to the end. What's the crack of that then? Oh. Sneaky little gap hidden. Away we go. Oh, hello. This is a big gap. Oh, there's another. No. Why are we not swinging anymore? What happened to the swinging? Oh, there we go. No. How do I turn? I think we might be too high on the thing. Oh, that's close. Gee. There's a lot of macaques around here. Macaques and baboons. Crimson Tanto of Harm. Well, that was useless. What a useless Tanto. That does very, very nicely bring us to an end, I think. I'm not worried too much about down here yet. We're going to finish off all this. So whether I do this on stream or not, we don't know yet. Because more than likely, I'll probably be doing it off stream. But we will come back again to the game. We will most definitely come back again to the game. I'm going to be working a night shift tonight. So I'll probably try and get on earlier tomorrow and do some gaming with Skiggy. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to chop and change. It's either going to be Wednesday or it's going to be Thursday that I will be on. But who knows? There's some new games I want to play. There's some games I want to try. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to look at some stuff now. We've gone over, you know, that stuff. But let's have a look. So Mecha Break is something that I want to have a go with you guys. I'm going to play the BG track in the background. So, yes, tomorrow, me and Ski are going to be checking out Rematch, playing some football with each other. So, be ready to check that out. I'm probably not going to go back to this on stream. We may come back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm going to be playing that Wednesday or the day after. My next streams with Skig is going to be Rematch. We are going to be doing Doom again this week at some point. We're going to be smashing out some Doom. I do want to come back to Expedition 33 on the stream at some point because it is down as one of the games of the year. We've got the remastered Oblivion, which I've only played the opening intro for. And I sort of do want to come back to that, and I'll just ignore that. I'll just play that in my free time. But let's have a look at Game Pass, and more importantly, let's look at the recently added. We've already played High on Life on this stream before, okay? I recommend this game. If you've never played High on Life and you've got Game Pass, go and play it. High on Life 2 is going to be coming soon, so get on that game whilst you can. It's a really fun game. And I've got the whole playthrough on my VODs on YouTube. So check out my YouTube channel if you want some hints and tips on that game, and you want to watch through the chapters. What on earth is RoboCop Rogue City? Oh, when did this come out? 2023. This came out to some bad reviews, right? I feel like this game had bad reviews. But the dystopian music is giving me a vibe.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, I believe that this game isn't crap. We might look at it. We might look at it. We may give it a go. I don't know. Your friendly neighborhood. What? Oh, it's a shooter. Or is it? Something scary is happening with everyone's favorite Saturday morning puppet show. Okay. Yeah, that looks odd. Back to the Dawn. RPG. Well, that's giving me like Stardew Valley vibes. But crazier. But I've got another game that I really want to play on stream that I haven't got around to yet. Alters. I really want to look at this with you guys at some point because this just looks crazy. We've already looked at Space Marine. But essentially, I like to go through a lot of this and bring you some of this. We've got Splitgate 2 as well that I want to play at some point. And we've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which is just an absolute not a throwback. What's the Ascent? Let's have a look at the Ascent whilst we're here. Okay, now that looks like a better RPG. That looks pretty decent, graphics-wise. Whether it's decent gameplay-wise, we don't know. But we'll look at it at some point. We'll get onto it. But we're going to have a look at some of these games, right, in the near future. So look out for those videos. Let me get my Assassin's Creed back up for the time being. 5 days, 12 hours, 50 minutes. That's where we're at. As a matter of fact, let me just check what this crap in my inventory. So we've got the Tanto, we've got this, the Death Bloom. Is that everything ticked off? Oh no, we got one of these as well, don't we? Ah, Akubi's Laughter. Oh, I like the colour of that. Vulnerable damage per point in Assassin. We got mastery points to use? We do. Are they relevant? We need one here. Alright, I need 5 for that. What do I need for that? 1. Okay, yeah, bang that there. And then we work on that, right? Well done. Oh no, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, I'm going to save it there, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed the content and you want to get involved in some more of these debates, drop a like for the algorithm and drop a subscribe on the YouTube. Alternatively, follow me on Twitch. Follow on Twitch. And cheers for hanging around. Cheers for listening to my views. Please do drop comments in the comments in regards to what you thought about what we spoke about in this VOD. It's interesting to know what your thoughts are going to be on this Hexe game. But yeah, cheers for tuning in, guys. And I will see you tomorrow for some rematch. Ciao.
Let's flicker on and off like sparks. A neon jungle swallowing the dark. Circuits screaming in a tangled dance. The system glitches, it won't stand a chance. Pixels breaking into fractured lines. Static whispers ticking out of time. Electric chaos, hear the pulse unwind. Glitch the system, lose what's left behind. Your friendly neighborhood sniper support.